and welcome back. If you're new, my name is Ashley and this is Agent Renovation, where I teach agents winning strategies and winning considerations for passing the levels of the agent game. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the risk of YOLO and what can happen if you have a YOLO approach in your agent life. YOLO stands for you only live once, and unfortunately, that's not a true statement. You do only live once, but trust me, you're gonna live a long time, and those later years will come. Having a YOLO approach in life is a sure way to shoot yourself in the foot for long-term success in your long game. If you focus on your short game and have a YOLO approach that you'll do whatever you feel like, trust me, you'll get nowhere. If you aim at nothing, you'll get nothing every time. In life, you can have anything you want, quite literally. You can become anything you want, you can make anything happen. You have a lot of time here on this earth, and you get 24 full hours every day. A wise decision is to never use a YOLO approach. YOLO has become normalized, is a good way to say it. With the rise of social media, YOLO became a normalized lifestyle, especially for millennials, that you should enjoy your life and live it up. You should make sure you live a life of experiences. And I'm not arguing against that. I'm gonna just offer the consideration that your later years will come, and trust me, you're gonna wanna be prepared for them. Setting up your game in the beginning is so much far more easier than having to turn your game around when you're 30, 40, 50, and onwards. The younger you are, the more energy you have, and the better you can execute when you have more energy. It's not that you can't turn your life around at any point. Of course you can. We've all heard those huge stories of successful people who were in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and all of a sudden hit it out the park with something. And of course that can happen. However, it is a lot easier on your character and your overall game to build your life in the beginning. The more energy you have, the easier it is to execute and build your action plans. In life, if you plan properly, you will get to what you planned. And if you know how much time you're working with, you're able to work it backwards. If you look at your life and you know you have X amount of time left, you can say to yourself, well, I really want to do this in my life. I really want to become this. And you can take that goal and work it backwards across your roadmap. So let's do an exercise together. I've got an action step for you. This is not my original idea. I saw this on YouTube. It may have been Grant Cardone, it may have been Gary Vee. Somebody else gets credit for what we're about to do. And it was a fantastic exercise. I want you to get out a piece of paper. I want you to write down on this piece of paper, how many years left you think you have in your life? For example's sake, we're gonna use myself as the example. So I'm 36 years old. Let's say I anticipate I'm gonna live to be 90. I'd be happy with 90. When I think about having 54 years left, and I look at that big number of 54 long years, it sounds like I have a lot of time left. However, on your piece of paper, whatever number you chose is how many years you have left in your opinion. Make a ballpark guess here. I want you to times it by 52. Okay, so my number is 54 times 52. That gives me 2,808. Guess what? I only have 2,808 Wednesdays left in my entire life. In my entire life, I will only ever see another 2,808 Wednesdays. When I look at it like that, it really puts things into perspective. Thinking about the fact that I only have 2,800 Wednesdays left, I might get a little more serious about my life. And now that I have a rough ballpark, a measuring stick of my time here, I'm able to now see what I might want to do with my time. On a roadmap, meaning a piece of paper that has a timeline of your time available, you can actually map out, maybe you want to spend 5 years doing this, 5 years doing that, 6 years living this role, 7 years working as this kind of professional, or maybe you want to build out your entire career in real estate. Either way, having a measuring stick of how much time you have left can help you concrete into how you may want to spend that time. YOLO is a savage approach that will cost you hugely in the game. In life, we want to pay our price up front. In life, the sooner we build our life, the sooner our life gets going and starts building for us. YOLO will really set you back. If you wait till your 30s or your 40s to get your life going, yes, of course you can do it. And it's a lot easier to get it going in your 20s and your early 30s and have that money start making you money. So YOLO is something that I get it. We all go on social media, we see these great trips, we see these big expensive items, we see these things we want now. We need to sacrifice now for later because later will be so much more rewarding if we pass on it now. Trust me, you don't want to get into your late 50s or 60s and not have enough for your game. You don't want to get into your late 50s or 60s or onwards and have to go out grinding every day. You want to have your game set up so your later years are really enjoyable. Be very cautious of a YOLO lifestyle. We sacrifice today to live a better tomorrow. We must pass on today's shiny objects in order to get to where we're going. And if we could put those blinders on like the racehorse who keeps its head down and stays on the race course, and if we can act like the racehorse and put the head blinders on, focus on our roadmap, we will get to our goal. When it comes to YOLO, I want you to say this to yourself if you ever start finding yourself living a YOLO lifestyle or acting in a YOLO mannerism. Say to yourself, I must calculate the future cost of my decisions today. And if you still think blowing that money or doing that YOLO whatever, then you can choose that for yourself, knowing that you made an informed decision by reflecting on what consequences might come from not taking your action today and deciding to just YOLOing it. Anyways, this has been Ashley from Agent Renovation. If you like this topic and you like the interesting things I talk about, hit the like button, the subscribe button, or leave me a comment. I love to make video responses. And if you haven't signed up for my master door knocking class, you better get enrolled. It's one hell of a course. I'll see you there. Bye.